Now, in the late 1960s and early 70s, Germany burst a radical musical movement. It's experimental, psychedelic, and deeply progressive. Dubbed Krautrock by the British press, this genre rejected conventional rock norms in favour of merely hypnotic rhythms, cosmic synths, and pure sonic exploration. Now, from the underground collectives to genre-defining innovators, these are the 20 of the most essential German progressive rock bands you need to know about. I'm starting off with Can, who were formed in Cologne in 1968. Can fused funk grooves, tape loops, and avant-garde improvisation. Their rhythm section laid the groundwork for post-punk, hip-hop, and electronica decades later. With vocalist Damo Suzuki at the helm, they were unpredictable and mesmerising. Their best album? Probably Tego Migo from 1971. It's a double album of hypnotic chaos and experimental brilliance. The second band is Min, and these were born from the original Kraftwerk lineup. Now, these guys distilled rhythm to its essence. The signature motorik beat powered minimalist driving soundscapes that influenced punk, indie rock, and ambient music alike. Their best album, the self-titled one from 1975, it's half atmospheric, half proto-punk, an iconic split personality. The third band is Kraftwerk. Though later known for synth pop, Kraftwerk's early years were steeped in experimental prog. Their transition to electronic minimalism redefined modern music and made them one of the most influential bands of all time. Their best album, quite simple, Autobahn from 1974. This was the bridge between Krautrock and techno-futurism. Fourth band is Faust. Now, these thrived on chaos, with tape manipulation, industrial noise, and day's humour. They redefined really what music could be. Their sound was raw, it was political, and it was playfully abrasive. Their best album, Faust 4 from 1973. This is a slightly more accessible portal into their overall madness. Band number 5 is Amon 2. Now, emerging from a radical Munich commune, Amon 2 blended psychedelic freakouts with conceptual art rock. Their sprawling theatrical albums helped define the Krautrock soundscape. Their best album, probably Yeti from 1970. This was a double album of doom-laced psych and full-out improvisation. Band number 6 is Ash Ra Temple. These took the listeners on psychedelic instrumental journeys through space and time. Their guitarist Manuel Gotch sings cosmic jams would later evolve into ambient and trance styles. Their best album was the self-titled one from 1971, which is a free-form and quite otherworldly experience. Number 7, a name that you're probably all aware of, Tangerine Dream. These were the pioneers of the Berlin School of Electronica. Tangerine Dream created sprawling ambient landscapes. Their use of sequencers and synthesizers influenced generations of film composers and electronic artists. Best album, again quite easy, Phaedra here from 1974. It's haunting, it's spacey, and totally ahead of its time. Band 8 is Popol Vuh. Now, blending acoustic instrumentation with electronic textures, Popol Vuh's music is deeply spiritual and quite serene. They frequently collaborated with filmmaker Werner Herzog for his most atmospheric soundtracks. Their best album, Josiana Mantra from 1972. This is a sacred fusion of classical, Eastern and ambient elements. Band 9, Guru Guru. Wild, energetic and unpredictable, this band combined jazz fusion with psychedelic noise. Their drummer, Many New Maya was the heart of the chaos, often blended humour into the mayhem as well. Their best album was Hinton from 1971, a raw, weird and fiercely original piece of music. Band 10 is Agitation Free. Now, these created lush, instrumental prog rock infused with world music. Their travels across the Middle East inspired some of the most cinematic krautrock ever recorded. This was an exotic, rhythmic, sonic journey. Band 11 is Cluster. Minimal, melodic and deeply ambient, Cluster stripped music to its atmospheric core. Collaborations with Brian Eno, they helped to shape ambient and experimental electronic music. Their best album, Zuckerzeit from 1974. This was a sweet, strange and irresistible minimal album. Band 12 is Harmonia. These are formed by the members of New and Cluster. Now, harmonica type Harmonia offered the best of both worlds, a rhythmic propulsion and ambient serenity. They were a favourite of Brian Eno and David Bowie. Best album was called Deluxe from 1975, and this was a euphoric, pastoral and pure motorik bliss. Band 13, Embryo. Now, these blurred the lines between jazz, rock and global music. They were constantly evolving and highly improvisational. They embodied the free spirit of this era. Their best album was Steed Oz from 1973. This was a fierce mix of fusion and krautrock. Band 14 is Jane, a more traditional but no less epic. Jane offered symphonic rock with bluesy guitars and heartfelt vocals. Now, they had a melodic, emotional style closer to bands like Camel or Pink Floyd in fairness. Their best album, Together from 1972, and this is a heavy, melodic slab of early 70s prog. When I look into the faces, Band 15 is Grobschnitt, named for humour, theatrics and epic space rock jams. Grobschnitt brought fun to progressive rock. That doesn't often happen. And their live shows were legendary and their musicianship top-notch. Best album came in 1978, which was Solar Music Live, and this was a cosmic live experience stretching well over an hour. And 16, Novalis. These were named after a romantic poet. Novalis embraced lush, symphonic prog with poetic lyrics, often sung in German. Now, their music, it's quite dreamy, melodic and with deep emotional resonance. Their best album was Summer Band in 1976, a romantic, atmospheric and classically inspired album, if ever you've heard one. Band 17 is La Düsseldorf, created by Klaus Tinge after Ne. La Düsseldorf added glam and pop sensibilities to this motorik groove. They were futuristic, they were catchy and unexpectedly danceable. Their best album was the self-titled 1976 offering, pulsing and optimistic like a motorik sunset. Band 18, Gila. These initially were a psychedelic jam band, but they shifted more towards structured, politically aware prog. Their music combined spirituality, social commentary and soaring guitar work. Best album, Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee in 1973, a tribute to the indigenous struggles wrapped in progressive textures. Band 19, Mythos, perhaps a lesser known gem. Mythos fused psychedelic rock with the Berlin School of Electronics. Their debut album featured lush synthscapes and cosmic themes, reminiscent really of early Pink Floyd. That was their best album, the self-titled one from 1972. Spacey, dreamy, and criminally underrated. And I finished this time with band 20, which is Eloy. They were blending symphonic rock with science fiction narratives. This band became one of the most successful German prog bands ever. Their theatrical concepts and synth-heavy sound really earned them quite a cult following. Potentially their best album is Ocean from 1977. It's a prog opera exploring the lost city of Atlantis.
Favorite victim of your self-made gods.
So there you have it. Quite a brief look at 20 essential German progressive rock bands, each known for pushing the boundaries in their own cosmic way. From motorik grooves to ambient soundscapes, the Krautrock scene remains one of the most innovative chapters in music history. Now, which bands did I miss? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this trip, hit that like button if you will. Now, a while back, I did shoot a video featuring one of these bands featured on this list. It was really my first introduction to Krautrock. Now watch that one next, and I'll see you over there.